What's happening, my lovelies? So what a perfect time for us to be taking our health into our own hands. Recently I've made some big improvements in my health, and over the years of trying different ways to clean the body out and different diets, I got to know about something called mucoid plaque, which is old matter that we're carrying in our intestines. And previously the only way I knew how to get rid of it was like a really long juice fast. But I found a way which is much more efficient thanks to people sharing online. So I wanted to share my story with mucoid plaque and tell you exactly how to get rid of it. So get ready, and sending out big love to everybody. Get in touch if you want to know any more information on this too. Mwah. Okay, so check the description for a download link. There's a document with the full details of the protocol on there. Okay, for this cleanse you're going to need bentonite clay and psyllium husk. Get the loose form, not capsules. The bentonite clay and psyllium are essential to releasing mucoid plaque from the colon. Grab a home enema kit. These are really cheap and pretty easy to use. If you need help with that, check the guide where I talk about how to do an enema. So I recommend you buy a big sieve you can put into the toilet to see what's coming out. I know it sounds disgusting, but trust me, once you see what's coming out, you're going to want to know, and it helps to see how far you are along in the process. You're going to need loads of juice, ideally from your own cold pressed juicer. If you don't have one of these, there are alternatives, so check the document out for more ideas. So here's the basics of the cleanse. It involves about 10 days juicing, which is to get rid of all of the fresh matter in your colon. And then on the 10th day we start taking the psyllium and bentonite, which will release the older stuff that's been lodged inside there for quite some time. And so on the first day of taking the clay and husk, you should start to see this old poo coming out. Now it's important to stay really hydrated, so drink as much juice as you like. There's no limit. Get creative with it. Drink the juices that you enjoy the most. Try the main juice on the right hand side. It's not too sweet, but you can mix it up with whatever you like. Drink whenever you feel hungry. Make some juice whenever you get bored. Then on day 10 of the cleanse you start taking the psyllium and the bentonite clay, and you increase over 6 days, and then you give the colon a rest for a little while. And there's going to be more details in the document about all of this. Here's how to mix the psyllium and bentonite. Just make sure that when you add the water you mix it quickly and drink it down, because it will start to swell up and become difficult to drink. So if you don't know about mucoid plaque at this point, you're probably asking, why, Jimbo? Why do I have to drink only juice for 10 days? And why do I have to stick a tube up my bum? This is why I documented this, because when I saw it, I had to know if I had it in me. So get ready. This is not going to be pleasant, but this is what was coming out of me after I started taking the psyllium and bentonite, and I've done a couple of rounds now. It's really quite amazing how much I had stuck inside my intestines. As we say in the UK, better out than in. So this is it. This is mucoid plaque. It's rubbery old shit, and it smells like it's been in there for a long time. This load is from one trip to the bathroom after a few days of taking the psyllium and bentonite. So you can imagine it feels extremely good to get rid of it. So this cleanse is really getting to the root of the issues with the parasites, because this is where they live, and if we're cleansing and we're not getting rid of this old stuff, then the parasites can survive. So aside from the obvious benefits of saying goodbye to all that old muck, my energy levels are generally much higher, my mind is much clearer, my skin looks better. I really feel better than I have done in years. So one of the most important things about this cleanse is how we break, and you really want to give your system as much of a chance as possible to heal by staying on the juicy fruits and the juices for a few days. You're still going to see stuff come out after you've stopped taking the clay and psyllium, so be very gentle breaking the cleanse. So why do we have mucoid plaque? Well, it turns out the intestines are 25 feet long. So imagine chewing up your 3 meals a day, squeezing it through a 25-foot tube 7 days a week without stopping, and then add a load of toxic chemicals and salt to the food. So what the body does, it protects us by covering that matter in mucus, and then it saves it to be processed later. But because we just keep loading it in, it never gets a chance to process it. The food gets stuck and then it dries out and hardens over time. So yeah, that's about it from me for this video. I wanted to share because if I hadn't seen other people sharing this stuff, then I wouldn't have known about it. Please do get in touch if you have any questions or you're looking for any advice. Thanks to these guys for their inspiration. Thanks to Dalton and Karen for joining me on this journey. I'll put a link to Dalton's channel below too. If this is your first time fasting, you might want to start off with a shorter version. Get in touch if you want advice about that. Hope this was informative and inspires you to giving it a go.